Let's check out very quickly, not too much time, summary of the PAX 23 event that just happened this morning, at least my time. And what did we learn about Wayfinder? Anything new? Anything exciting? Let's go. The art. There was a general talk about the game, but then there was art showcased, like concept art, drawings, sketches like this one. I mean, look at that. That's like a young Wingrave. Looks great. There's a Nis kind of hooded, very cool. And I have no clue who this elf guy is or girl. Could be a girl. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a hint. Maybe I think that's the first time I've seen something that is outside the 6 characters that we have now, because there was 1 character revealed. I will get to that soon. So fantastic. A little bit of a vibe here going on, and something also a little bit of an update. They used a cool term, neon fantasy. That's what I self-described their game, the Wayfinder game. And I mean, with all the science, with all a bit of tech going on, guns, rifles, I like the tech. You know, a little bit steampunk, but not really steampunk. It's cool. They coined a little term for the game. Love it. We have this, I'm guessing, Wingrave kind of armor type of skill. And there's so much detail in there. You can just keep looking at it. It's wow. Like, really, just look at the sword and then look at the back of the character. So, like, yeah, the pommel. really cool. There's so much. There's a couple more. We talked a little bit about designing the bosses, or just kind of the monsters as well. So the things you will attack. And I mean, there's just yeah, again, kind of what we're seeing here is so rich, as we see it for many games nowadays. Of course, the artist skills are fantastic across the board, and really how they kind of transfer and reiterate. They kind of made a little bit of a point about that into making sense of the concept art and ideas. Then when they go and push into the next stage of the character being implemented, and they take every time checks and steps to see how it works or it doesn't work anymore, especially the kind of transition from a drawing to a 2D to 3D and rigging the model up. So really cool stuff. This is the last one. Silo looking really smart over here. Not sure why there's stuff flowing around everywhere. I think this kind of indicates some movements with his hand on the right hand side over here. So like this kind of looks a little bit funky, right? There's like, no there's no arm connection here. It's a little bit interesting, isn't it? And you would say, okay, we have this in so many games. Like, what the hell? Why is it special? It is not per se special per se, but it is a unique style that showcased kind of the thinking process and the creative process a little bit. And the big thing here is, to everyone who has doubted the whole concept of using characters, I hope we see more of this stuff, because this will just show you that there's going to be fantastic options of customization. Like the way you will be able to implement the different looks that this is kind of teasing out. Man, it's working for other games with a character base, whether it is the old school League of Legends, Dota, or now what we see with Valorant, and people are loving it. They're having all these type of things that they put in on their characters. I think it's a good call. I'm gonna stick with it. It's a trend, and now it's an RPG, and let's go. Next thing, because I don't know much about voice acting, but they showcased the voice actors. And they were particularly proud of that, because they're really good voice actors, apparently. And they were saying that working with people they've worked with before in the past, and some people who've worked for Riot on Arcane and The Ruined King, which obviously they have developed as well. So really good. And they gave a little bit of a Wingrave tease, and there was like a little bit of an art style, still comic, with the voice actor kind of digging into the character. And again, I think it just further pretty much showcase and highlight to us, look, like, that only works if you have characters. It's not going to work if you get to build your own thing. And this is kind of, this is a bit in synergy with each other, right? Customization from the art and then the voice acting through it, then They announced the 6th character, which is Venomous. It's going to be available with the early access. But they also showed a lore trailer for the Venomous. That's all I'm going to say, because you have to actually see it. You have to go and watch it. So I'm not going to say more that. Venomous. It's funny because when they said it, it wasn't quite sure, for me at least, well, what's the pronunciation, but I think it says Venomous. I haven't played the beta, so I'm not sure. The skills haven't been actually shown on the webpage yet, but it's kind of a cool indication, don't you think? Like, what could it be? This just underlines that even more. When you see these trailers nowadays, or teasers, introductions, especially in other games around character-based designs, you can do that. You can have voice acting, you can have specific art, and you can have these cool additional content that drives this up. That's how Riot kind of built their whole, if you like, so universe. Battle Pass introduction, and this looks a bit like a platformer, puzzle game, tabletop, and that's the first thing. So here, each of these nodes is kind of unlocked, and you have your ability to see a key. You can see that over here. So, and this is collected, the keys, as far as it was explained, in the game. So you can have some like weapon skins, if you will see here, like consumables, I think, over here. But the cool thing is you can kind of pick your path here, and it's through in-game stuff. This is in-game unlock. So of course, other battle passes you also unlock for just playing, but this is just like arbitrary levels. It's just numbers. See this? And here? And clearly it says, okay, F1, FF dungeon, dungeon, like fun dungeon. And they said it gives kind of a mini game in the game. I haven't seen this done like that before, but if they can build on this, like make this even more game, actually, and give us choices of, you know, I want to go here first, and I'm going to go here. Oh, this looks cool. I don't actually want this. Like, this doesn't really interest me, so I'm going to go back. For this here, I might even skip this. I haven't seen a battle pass like that, and admittedly, I have never bought a battle pass in a game. And it's not true. I take that back, redacted. the first 2 or 3, the international $10 tournament passes, I got those. But I will get this. They also showcased, it said very clearly, each battle pass will come, so 1 VP equals 1 character. It's gonna shorten this for chart for character. Then there's here a little bit something about Founders Season 1. Currently, my assumption is it was nothing said about it. Founders Pass, people that buy the Founders Early Access might get the Battle Pass with it. And here's the thing, the biggest thing is they don't expire. You can just always switch between the Battle Passes or the seasons and progress which way you want. Highlights here some cool items, like you have this mask, swords or daggers. And what is this? It's a spider. It looks really cool. Not sure if that's a skill that Venomous has, or if it's like pets. 6 Wayfinders in Season 1. 4 weapon classes. 6 zones. Not clear. I kind of chatted in the Discord a little bit. Zones doesn't mean overlands. Like, it doesn't mean the big open land, as I said. The Battle Pass is pretty much, it's fair. I think it's fair that the gamers will be free. I think that the big thing here so far is kind of a fair concept. They have to make money, yeah? Remember, they have to. Do you want them to make all the cool customization only available for money? Or, right, it's a Battle Pass that is reasonable. This is very exciting to me. First Battle Pass, probably I will consume. I will buy and consume. I will play. And this is pretty much everything we have so far, I think. Just short, hopefully short enough. Nice and quickly. So I'll catch you next time. We do.